Hey guys, this is Sandy White from Simply Fit, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader. And as you can see, we got a lot going on. I'm doing mix, match, combos. I'm not going to take all day long. I'm going to be swift, but I'm going to make sure I'm clear and intentional. Reason being is at the beginning of the year, a lot of people make resolutions on from losing weight to cleaning up to being consistent, not being, putting yourself in a situation where you're doing a lot of procrastination. You name it, we got it. However, what I want you guys to do is to be successful, because remember last week we talked about not being perfect. And when you're operating in that perfect mode, you're stressing yourself out. So I don't want you to do that. And I notice that a lot of people don't have a strategic plan for what they're trying to accomplish. It looks like a lot, but this is kind of how folks' brains go. So if you have a checklist, let's say Sunday through Saturday, this is what we're going to do. Check, 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 check. From the time you wake up to the time it's time for you to wind down, you're successful. You keep a list, you keep a journal, you don't mess up. Even when you're having a hectic day. That's where a lot of people miss out. They have a hectic day and then everything blows up and it's just like what their goals were, now they're off the table and they're scrambling. So we're not doing that. We're not scrambling this year. We're going to stay on track. We're going to meet our goals. And remember last week, I told you, we're not doing perfect. We're just starting. And the difference is not only are you not doing perfect, that takes a lot of stress off of you. You're going to finish your goals. And then this week, we're going to be talking about just giving yourself permission to relax. So we're not doing perfect and we're not stressing our body out. We're letting our body know it's okay. So I got two examples right now. And the reason I'm saying let your body know it's okay, because when you let your body know it's okay and it can relax, it'll stop fighting against you. When you're forcing your body to do something it doesn't want to do, it fights against you. How many of you, I told you all this last week, you've gone on a diet and then you've reached your goal, you've done your activity for the reason why you were trying to lose the weight, and then boom, with a vengeance. Everything comes back that you lost and then some. Well, when we are gentle, we're not perfect, but we give our body the nutrients that it needs. When it releases the weight, the inflammation, the stress, it doesn't come back. All right, so let's jump into what I got going on right here. So one, they're a combination. I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of them. I'm just going to get into some that you probably never heard before, which is the truth. But in the wintertime and the summertime too, because in the summertime, you got the heat, which dries out your skin. In the wintertime, you have the dry air drying out your skin. Either season, summer, winter, spring, fall, it does not matter. You need to drink water. So this right here is a container. Now, it's not 100 ounces. This is just 70. Y'all know I like glass, but if you cannot find or maybe you can find a glass bottle, but whatever you have to do throughout the day, you're not comfortable carrying around a glass bottle. No problem. Make sure it's BPA free. And then get in 120 ounces of water. Here's the main thing. A lot of you all starting to see brown spots and things like that. And you're like, or your skin is turning brown in certain areas. Guess what? When you drink the water to push out the toxins, it allows your body to have its cells to turn over and rejuvenate and to repair themselves. And guess what? Your skin will go back to glowing. You won't see all of the brown, darkened areas. That right there should be enough for you to say, I'm going to drink my water just to keep my skin pretty and glowing and awesome, right? All right. So I like the glass bottle. I get because they stopped making them. So when you go to Costco, Sam's, Walmart, wherever you get your water from, you're going to get it in a BPA free plastic bottle. I don't know how long it's been sitting there, not a problem, but just for me, I take it, I stick it in a glass bottle. But here's another thing. You could take it, you can drop some fruit in here. Everything, what we're talking about is alkaline free. It's on the low glycemic level, which your body loves. You can have and do whatever you want to do, but your foods need to be on the low glycemic level. So this is some fresh fruit. These are berries. Boop, drop them in there, and I'm good to go. If you want to make this even more juicier, you could take some of these, and I'm going to put some blueberries in here. But you can take some of these and you can pop them in the microwave, and now you can get some of that juice. And some of you all are like, man, I gotta have my soda. You don't have to have anything. You want it. This is when you need to start making the choices. What do I actually need? And what is it that I want? And your body is craving sugars, but you don't have to give it the bad sugars. You could give it natural sugars. These are blueberries. 10 of these a day before you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning. Your brain loves the antioxidant. It truly allows you to think smarter, to operate in a stress-free zone, because now your brain is like, I got what I need. Take some blueberries, take some mixed berries, put them in the microwave for about, I would say 10 to 15 seconds, enough for the fruit to kind of open up, the cells to open up and release the juice. Stick them in whatever you want in your water, or if you're the person that says, I have to have a soda. No, you want a soda, but now you need to do it extra work. So you're giving your body the nutrients that it needs, but tricking your brain to think you're drinking a soda. You don't have to get the Saratoga brand. I like the brand. I like the bottle. Whatever seltzer water you want. I think this is clean, it's smooth. I'm not getting into all of that. Take the fruit, mixed berries that you put in the microwave for about, like I said, 10, 15 seconds, just so the cell pops and releases the juice. Put that at the bottom. Pour this in there. This has the fizzies that you like. This is agave, and it's raw, and it's 60 calories, 1 teaspoon. Drop that in there, mix it up. You have given or you can use the date syrup. You've given yourself a soda, but it's a healthy one. You know what the ingredients are. If you read the ingredients on a can, you shouldn't be drinking it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna keep moving. So here's my glass bottle. I put my berries in there, and you can see from the berries, my water is starting to change. I enhance my water by putting you need to do 2 tablespoons a day. This is soursop, and this is bitters. And when I say bitters, it's worse than biting into a lemon. It's disgusting. However, the benefits are awesome. And a lot of people know about the benefits of soursop and black seed oil bitters. Well, this is black seed bitters. They don't take it because it is horrible. When I say horrible, I mean horrible. However, this is 24 ounces. I take 1 tablespoon of each at a time. I stick it in my water, and then I fill the water back, fill this all the way up. This is 24 ounces. You need to be doing about 120 ounces of water a day so that it can flush the toxins and it can help you naturally remove weight. I add in the bitters because it cleans out and fills in the nutritional holes that I have in my body. Now, here's the thing. Not only are these disgusting, but they give you great benefits on helping you to reach your nutritional goals, weight loss goals, not having any brain fog. You have to time this. So for me, I know it's about 8 hours. So I time it 8 hours, and it's good if you could do this before you sleep. That way, when you get up, you have a really nice release, less stress on your body, and your belly is going to start going down. However, you need to do 2 of these a day. And because the time frame that it works for me, I do my bitters in the morning, and then I do it again at night. And I do it in the morning to get rid of what I ate the night before, and then I do it at night, so it just repeats itself. But I don't do it back to back because that's a lot and I want to go out. You get what I'm saying? So then I add in, and I'm moving stuff so we can get down to the rest. I add in lemon, I add in lime. You can make this fresh or you can use what I'm talking about. You just want to get these in. But this is a little trick that will help you stay regulated naturally without taking a bunch of pills. Not everybody wants to be taking pills, but you do want to give your body the nutrients that it needs so your body doesn't feel like you're fighting it. Everything needs to be on the low glycemic area. So you can do that. If you want to drink a soda, you can take your fruits, mix cherries or blueberries, put them in the microwave about 10-15 seconds until the cell pops, releases the juice. This is Saratoga. I like this brand of sparkling water. You can use whatever one you want, but this is the one that I like. And then you can take the berries. You can, because they have them small bottle. You don't have to get this large one. They literally have smaller bottles, probably about this big. You can take them and just dump them in there. And then this is agave, 60 calories, 1 tablespoon. Now, you got your fizzies, you got your the sweetness that you want, but all of this is clean fuel for your body. So your body will stop fighting you and give you the results that you're looking for. Tell yourself the right thing, because according to Mark 11:23-24, what you believe when you pray, you're going to have what you say. So if you say negative, you're going to get it. If you say positive, you're going to get it. I didn't make this up. It's in the Word of God. And guess what? You have to start paying attention to what's coming out of your mouth. If you are trying to lose weight, or you're trying to have better memory, or whatever the goal it is, you cannot speak negative and expect to get something positive. Whatever comes out your mouth, you need to support it so you can get that result. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I'm cleaning up as I go so y'all can see all of this is clean, healthy fuel. You'll get what you want, but you gotta take a little bit of time and start caring for your body so your body knows that it's safe. And here are 2 examples. So last Sunday, we were in service, and a lot of people have issues when babies are crying. And I'm using this example, and I'm going to use another one because this is how your body feels. And I don't know what the situation was. All I said was, Holy Spirit, help this mother understand what this baby needs so that she can give the baby what the baby needs and the baby will calm down. Your body is your baby. If you give your body what it needs, it calms down. When she came by me, well, for some other reason, they stopped right in front of me. And I had the back of my hand and I just started rubbing the back of the little girl's back. And all I said was, it's okay. You're safe. You're going to be okay. Guess what? That's the same thing your body is asking. Your body wants to know that it's safe, and then it won't fight against you. When the babies know that they're safe, guess what? They stop crying. I have curly hair. Y'all can see this, curly hair. But I have been trying to keep it straight, but my hair is fighting against me because it don't want to be straight, because I'm using the wrong process. I'm using the wrong methods to keep it straight. The way I was doing it before, it didn't like it. So I switched from dry heat to steam heat. There's a steam comb or steam brush. My hair loves it because I'm putting moisture back into it versus using a, the curling iron, the flat iron. Those are dry heat. Well, the brush has the steam in it and the ionic energy or whatever they call it. My hair loves it. So it locks in the moisture. So when I do want it straight, it stays straight longer, even when it's raining outside. I don't have a problem. But the other part is, because I was straightening it for a particular reason, to put it in a ponytail, because I actually like the ponytail, but I was slicking it back so hard, my body said, well, my hair says, you know what? You're not treating me right, so I'm not going to treat you right. And so my edges started thinning out. I said, no, this is not what we're going to do. We're going to leave you in your state where you're comfortable, and I'm going to put moisture, I'm going to leave it wet, I'm going to put some water in it, and then I'm going to put the moisturizer in it, and I'm going to let you relax. And then you're going to give me what I want. Your body is no different. You can have your soda. just use sparkling water, the agave, put some fruit in the microwave and let that thing pop 10-15 seconds. You have your soda. So here's another one. Y'all want your pasta. Eat your pasta. You may not like the wheat pasta, but if you pair up something that is a little harsh with something that is good, you minimize the effect on your body, meaning the insulin level rising and then your pancreas popping out more insulin than it needs. You don't got all the sugar floating around and then you're having insulin resistance because now you're pairing it up with something that is really good for your body. These are just dry herbs. These are crushed peppers, which is going to have you, internal thermogenics burning up this right here, the pasta. And then this is just Mrs. Dash, a bunch of crushed up herbs, and then pesto sauce. Pesto sauce is so good for you, but you can make your own. This right here, take your food processor, get you some fresh cilantro, get you some, I don't know, like I will take a whole thing. I love cilantro, so it's gonna be to your taste. So I could tell you the ingredients, but I'm not gonna tell you how much. Do it to your taste. Take them out. And I love garlic, so I'll take about 6 garlics, olive oil, some cilantro, pulse it, and I'm good to go. Or you can go to the store and get it yourself. Pair it with your pasta, and you will not have the impact, the harsh impact. And I just made a mess. I didn't know that was open. The harsh impact your body will have from you eating pasta straight like it is. The other thing you need to do, you always need to keep your body hydrated. Coconut water. You may not like coconut water, but it will keep you hydrated. And you can do a combination of things. You could take the entire celery. You can take green apples, 2 of them, and about 1.5 cups of pineapples. Mix them together, blend it, I should say. Drink it first thing in the morning, and you will be amazed at how hydrated you can stay. And you want to make sure that you keep your internal organs moving smoothly. Say that's soursop. I tried it. I really do. Here's the thing. Find your sweet spot. My sweet spot, so that I don't taste the bitters, was 24 ounces of water. You can do this. So everything that I'm telling you, you can do it. You just got to find your sweet spot. If you also want to make sure you're doing good in the morning, I don't use the coconut water. You can add honey into it as well when you're making that green smoothie. Here's some of the breakfast that may be really good for you. It's the overnight oats. Don't knock it till you try it. When I first saw it, I was like, this sounds so incredibly gross. I'm gonna get to this little piece of chicken in a minute. And I'm gonna move this. So 2 green apples, Granny Smith, 1.5 cups of pineapples, your celery, and your coconut water. You're good to go in the morning time. Drink that so you can stay hydrated. Oh, you can add some cucumber in there too. 1 cucumber, take the skin off, chop it up, you're good to go. Here's the overnight oats. I usually put I like almond milk. Use whatever milk you want. I use almond milk. And I take 1 cup of oats. I'm gonna suggest that you do a dry run. See how much that you want first, because you may not want to put as much as what I just suggested. Everything is a dry run. These are all suggestions to give your body good fuel that it likes, so that it stops fighting against you. Chia seeds, I only do, because I'm doing soursop, I'll just do 1 of them and I'm good to go. You can use, I would recommend, these are organic. I don't think they come any other way other than organic, but you can check. Chia seeds are going to clean out your insides, and it's going to help remove the belly bloat so you can feel good. And it's going to do the same thing as soursops, but a little slower. It's going to clean you out. It's going to flush you out. Right now, the seeds look like pellets, but as they soak in this water, which is why it's called overnight oats, they're going to fill up and then kind of be jellified, and it's going to fill up your belly. It's going to give you the illusion that you're full and you're not going to eat as much. Here is, where is it? You want to take that, add in your peanut butter, a little chocolate. You can. If you're like, that doesn't seem too hot for me, you can take these two combinations, peanut butter, chocolate, and your banana, and you can mix it up with some ice. And that's another good smoothie to have, but you can have that one midday. So I leave that here. I'm going to add a little bit of the agave to it. You only need a tablespoon, and I don't normally use the whole tablespoon and I eyeball it. I just do like a light squeeze so it goes in there. You close this puppy up, shake it up, put it in the refrigerator. It's good to go for the next day. And don't overdo it with the fiber. Just do it throughout the day. You only need like 35 grams of fiber. You don't always have to use, like this is organic fiber, but you can get it from your food. The thing is, everything needs to be on the low glycemic area, and it needs to be giving your body nutrients that it needs so it feels safe. So we're getting down to the home run stretch. Let me clean up some more. This is the last little thing that I'm gonna suggest. If you like regular peanut butter, cool. Some people don't gauge it right. It is a little, it's not super calorie, causing a problem because of the calories, because you only need like a tablespoon. But the dry peanut butter, to me, it's just so much easier to get off the spoon. If you've ever tried to make a peanut butter banana smoothie, it's just too much, too messy for me. So I like the powder, the chocolate, peanut butter, and a banana, really good smoothie. And then add in some ice. Get your nutrients, people. You can go to Walmart. They're already pre-packaged for you. You don't have to buy a whole bunch of bottles. Comes in a package. If you're not giving your body the nutrients that it needs to fill in the holes that your food isn't giving to you, you're gonna stay where you are. And you're not gonna be happy about it. You're just not gonna see the results of what you're looking for. Make this easy for you. You can do ginger shots in the morning time to help you with your energy, or let me show you something. When you blend up the ginger, some lemon and lime, which I showed you guys earlier, or what you can do, remember, I mixed my water, my berries, and the soursop in here. That has the lemon and lime. Juice all of this. Get your little baby bottles, put them in there, carry you 2 more with you. That way you do this shot on an empty stomach, and it's going to help improve your internal, your gut. It's going to improve your immune system. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. So you don't want to be eating and drinking stuff that's not going to fuel your body properly. You're putting yourself at a deficit. You're putting your body naturally heals itself if you give it what it needs. So just give it what it needs. And don't say that you don't like something when you haven't tried it. You can take that, you can grate it, and then boil it. Too much work for me. This is Simply Fit. We're making a Simply Fit tips and strategies. But there are some people that want to grate it and then boil it and then strain it with a cheesecloth, blah, 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 whatever. Take that, stick it through a blender. Depending on if you have, I always forget the name of the blender, but if you got a high powered blender that will get this down to the cellular level, so once you're done blending it, it's nice and smooth. Granted, if you're using a blender, you got to add in some water, which we've already concocted our water, but you don't want to be eating ginger pieces. That's why I say if you take it through a juicer, juice it, you're good to go. You want to grate it, chop it, boil it, extra steps to me. So here's the thing. You can use, this is baked chicken. because we're going down to our last little bit. How many of you all have gone to Panera Bread to get a salad? The Green Goddess salad. I think that's what it, or warm grain, warm grain. This is the, what's it, butcher carb chicken, whatever. I think I'm very certain, because that salad that I like, because I've gone there before. Salad, the chicken is carved up like this. You could go get your ingredients. That salad costs $10. You could go get all of your little pieces and make your own salad. Stop spending so much money. That stresses you out because you're spending money someplace where you shouldn't be. If you manage your money and your food correctly, you can actually have a whole bunch of stuff and not use a lot of effort. So here are my greens. Here's the thing too. You don't have to leave your greens big like this. That way you definitely will get 2 cups. This is a salad slicer. So let me get this out right here. I like to take about 2 or 3 hands. As you can see, I'm done with that. And then I want to get through with this as quickly as possible. I'm not going to sit here cutting up all this, throwing that in there. Here's my onion. I like red onion. You don't like it, don't use it. But what I am going to suggest to you is you don't necessarily have to use salad dressing. I like to use the roasted red pepper hummus as my dressing. Guess what? All of the nutrients and the low glycemic foods and energy is right in there. This is from Olive Garden, and it's not bad. It is the Italian signature, and it's only 80 calories, but that is, let me see, 2 tablespoons. I want more, so I'm going to give myself more. Now with my red onion, it's kind of thick, so I'll cut it up a little bit so it's not overpowering and taking me forever and a day to chop it up. So yeah, I will do that. You don't have to use a whole bunch, but I have the baked chicken, and then I'll use the butcher carved chicken. Here is an avocado. So I'll do that last because I want it to look pretty. Here is my salad slicer. And now I'm just using this to cut this salad up, cut these leaves up. Because one thing I don't like to see from myself or anybody else is you shoving a bunch of salad in your mouth and the leaves are just overpowering that fork. Cut it up. You may not have the opportunity to do this when you're out, but if you take the time to meal prep, now you can do your own chicken at home, spatchcock it, put your herbs, spices, whatever you want, do it the day before, let it sit in your refrigerator uncooked, and then once you bake it, for just get yourself a thermometer. Here we go. Get yourself a thermometer. If I can get the little piece out. Read what the temperature is. Boop, stick it in the thick part of the chicken. It'll tell you when it's ready. Or you can go get, I keep calling it, but this is lemon pepper seasoned chicken breast strips. And this is chef prepared. And y'all saw what I put in there. And I'm going to show you what it's going to look like now that I've chopped it all up. And you can get a lot more salad in your container when you're taking, because it's better to prepare your meals. I just shown y'all a whole bunch of stuff that didn't have a lot of ingredients to it compared to you going to get a bunch of box stuff and having a gazillion and one ingredients. I'm done. This is what it looks like. And now my salad is ready for the day. You don't have to eat all of this if you want to, or you can break it up to 2 meals, 2 salads. But all that I stuck in there came down to this. And then I'm going to add in my avocado for some healthy fat. This one is the slim coddle. I don't know if everybody's gonna have this. I stopped getting the little ones because they were hard as a rock. But if you decide you're gonna get the little small one in a bag, take a banana, take your avocados, take a brown paper bag, stick them both in there. In about a day, the hard avocado will be soft like this. And then literally, I like to slice it. You could take a spoon to get, you know, your avocado out, however thick you like it or whatever. Or if the skin is soft enough, like this one, you can peel it. But I'm actually just going to go around the rim and just grab out my avocado and stick it in my salad. I'm good to go. Got my healthy fat. And I have just did my own meal prep, and I did it with you all watching me, and it didn't even take me 10 minutes. I am making a mess, so I'm cleaning up my extra avocados on there. And then, so you don't have to use salad dressing or anything like that. You don't like hummus, you don't have to worry about using it. I like the way this looks. This is the finished product. This is awesome. So just make sure all your stuff is good. You do have a couple days after best used by, and the reason being they tell you that is because you start losing the flavor of it. So they don't want it to be bland and things. Doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that the flavor is going to start to diminish, which leads me to this last point. If you make your own stuff, you don't have to worry about expiration dates going faster than you want. Take a can of chickpeas, rinse them off, dry them off, and put some sea salt on them and put them on your stove. Take your immersion blender and blend it up. Take a little bit of chicken stock, a little bit, just so it's not so hard to mash up. And then you can get your own roasted peppers. It's just bell peppers. Take them, cut them up, put some olive oil, salt and pepper, sea salt. If you don't, I would rather you use sea salt versus table salt. That's another story we'll get into. Stick it in the oven, chop it up. That's what this is on here. You've got all the ingredients. Now in here, it's a lot more, but a can of chickpeas, a little bit of chicken stock, broth, and salt, sea salt, pepper, immersion blender, do it on the stove. Take your peppers, same thing, salt, sea salt, not just salt, sea salt, pepper, olive oil, put them in your oven, roast them, and then cut them up. That's this. You know what you're getting. And guess what? Your body will commend you for it. Now, same thing I just did. If you want to do Chipotle, take this entire can, don't get rid of the juice. Literally just put some sea salt in here, warm it up. Same thing I just did, and add in your beans. If you want rice, use cauliflower rice. If you want to use regular rice, only use a portion size. Not telling you to get rid of your regular rice. Just use a portion size. Guess what? You guys have successfully had a wonderful session with me. Everything was low glycemic, and you can have a healthy plan that will keep you on track. Next week, I'm going to give you the link to a program that I created, which will allow you to work on lowering your inflammation within your body. That comes from stress. So again, if you're not trying to be perfect, you're giving your body what it needs, it'll stop fighting against you. And the last thing is, because we're going to be doing this the whole session, I am going to I'm going to provide you with a link so you can go purchase the book that has your success steps in there that will help you relieve your body, release the inflammation from your body so it stops fighting against you. I'm Sandy White from Simply Fit, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader. And I hope you guys enjoyed your time today. We broadcast every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WYTV7. See you guys next week. Mwah. Bye.